and welcome to Reading with Nana. It's story time, and we are currently reading Gravity Falls, Pining Away. Are you ready? We're on to chapter 4. If you remember, in chapter 3, we left off with Dipper stressing about asking Wendy to dance. And he had another thought and was taking off to the copier room. Can you imagine what he was thinking? Chapter 4. The copier whirred and whooshed and glowed with green lights as Dipper made 5 more copies of himself. That's 5. All 11 Dippers headed up to Dipper's room and immediately got to work on a new Wendy plan. Well, maybe not all. 10 clones contributed to the plan. Paper Jam Dipper mostly drooled and made babbling noises. They talked excitedly and wrote up new checklists of steps for Dipper to take. "All right, Dippers, gather around," the real Dipper finally yelled, and 9 of his clones lined up neatly in front of him. "Now's the time. Y'all clear on what to do?" They all nodded and then headed back downstairs to get their plan into action. First, number 10 set out to distract Soos with a laser light. "Hey, Soos, look! A glowing dot!" Number 10 cried, pointing to the wall behind Soos. Then he shone a green laser dot on the wall and moved it up and down. "Oh, man! I'm so glad I turned my head," Soos said. "That dot does not disappoint." He tried to catch the moving green light in his hands, as if it were a firefly. While Soos' back was turned, number 10 slipped a special disc labeled Wendy Mix into the CD player. Number 5 put a colored cell over the light shining onto the dance floor, casting a romantic pink glow everywhere. Number 7 pulled down the shades on the window, and number 8 dangled a dollar in front of Stan on a fishing pole. "Right, like I'm gonna fall for that," Stan said, and then he lunged at it. "Ah! Give me that money," he yelled, chasing it outside. A bell rang in Dipper's room, signaling that the coast was clear. "There's your cue," said Tyrone. "It's a perfect moment to ask Wendy to dance. Good luck me." "I don't need luck. I have a plan," Dipper said, confidently, patting the folded checklist in his pocket. He ran downstairs into the hallway and then screamed. Wendy was standing in the hall, not down on the dance floor like she was supposed to be, not like in the plan. "Oh, hey, man, what's up?" Wendy said. "Well, what are you doing here?" Dipper asked her. "I mean, wouldn't you rather be out up on the dance floor in like exactly 42 seconds? "I'm just waiting in line for the bathroom," Wendy said. Dipper quickly turned his back to her, and looked at his checklist. There's Wendy waiting in line at the bathroom. Dipper quickly turned his back to her and looked at his checklist. Okay, small talk, he muttered to himself, starting to sweat. "So, hey, let's say everyone at this party gets stuck on a desert island. Who do you think the leader would be?" Wendy asked him. It was a great question, and Dipper knew it, but he was too nervous to answer it. I think I'd go with this lunatic," Wendy said, pointing down to the dance floor where a short guy was doing intense karate moves to the music. Dipper laughed and hit his checklist. "I'd probably go for Stretch over there," he pointed to a really tall, skinny guy. Because tall people can reach coconuts." Wendy laughed. "Speaking of tall, you want to see something?" She took out her wallet and showed him a photo of 3 boys. She covered the last person in the photo with her finger. "Those are my 3 brothers, and I'm..." Boop! She lifted up her finger to reveal a super tall, skinny girl with pigtails and braces who towered over the boys. It was Wendy. "Ha! You're a freak," Dipper blurted out, and then quickly clapped his hand over his mouth. But Wendy wasn't insulted. "Ha! Yep," she said, nodding. "You know, kids used to make fun of my birthmark before I started hiding it all the time," Dipper said. "Birthmark?" Wendy asked him. No, it's nothing, Dipper said nervously. Why did I say that, he muttered to himself. No way, dude, Wendy said, her eyes gleaming. Now you have to show me. Show me, show me. Taking a deep breath, Dipper took off his hat and lifted the hair from his forehead. The birthmark looked exactly like, you got it, the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper, Wendy cried out, amazed at the pattern of dots and lines that looked just like the constellation of stars in the sky. That's how you got your nickname. I thought your parents just hated you or something, she smiled. Hey, I guess we're both freaks. She handed Dipper a cup of soda, and they clinked cups. Then the bathroom door opened, and Pacifica stomped out. Wait here, Wendy asked Dipper. Of course, Dipper replied as Wendy ducked inside. Then Dipper heard footsteps behind him and turned to see Tyrone leading most of the clones into the hall. Hey, what are you doing up here? Tyrone asked. Number 10 has been distracting Seuss for 15 minutes. He's going to get tired of that dot eventually. Never, Seuss yelled out from his DJ stand. You won't believe it, guys, Dipper said excitedly. I bumped into Wendy accidentally, and things are going really great. That's nice, Tyrone said, but not the plan. Do we have to remind you? The clones started reading from their many checklists all at once. Stick to the plan. Don't take any risks. Oh, man, you guys sound crazy, Dipper realized. Look, maybe we don't need the plan anymore, you know? Maybe I could just go talk to her like a normal person. Number 9 gasped. What? Asked number 8. You bite your tongue, yelled number 7. If you're not going to stick to the plan, maybe you shouldn't be the Dipper to dance with, Wendy, said number 5. The other clones nodded. 5. Number 5's on the ball. Guys, come on, Dipper said. We said we weren't going to turn on each other. I think we all knew we were lying, Tyrone said, a dark expression crossing his face. All the clones converged on Dipper, pinning him down and grabbing him by the legs. Then they dragged him down the hall. Ah! Dipper screamed. And that's the end of chapter 5. Wonder what's going to happen to Dipper, don't you? Stay tuned for chapter 5 of Pining Away.